Have you heard the term quiet quitting being thrown around? It's gone viral, and honestly, the name is a bit misleading. It conjures up images of someone slacking off, hiding in a corner, and collecting a paycheck for doing the bare minimum. But let us get one thing straight right from the start. Quiet quitting is not about being lazy. Not at all. For decades, there's been this unwritten rule, this unspoken agreement between employers and employees. It's what experts call a psychological contract. The deal was simple. You go above and beyond. You put in the extra hours. You pour your heart and soul into your job, and in return, you'll be rewarded. You'll get promotions, pay raises, job security, and a clear path for growth. It was a promise of a better future, a trade-off where your loyalty and hard work would be recognized and reciprocated. But somewhere along the way, that contract got broken. And not by the employees. Think about it. We've seen decades of wage stagnation, where salaries haven't kept up with the cost of living or the massive profits companies are making. We've seen pensions disappear, replaced by 401(k) that put all the risk on the individual. We've watched as companies lay off thousands of loyal, hardworking people at a moment's notice to streamline operations or maximize shareholder value. The loyalty that was demanded from us was rarely returned. So, what happens when one side of a contract consistently fails to hold up its end of the bargain? The other side stops over-delivering. That's what quiet quitting really is. It's not about stopping work. It's about stopping the asterisk-free asterisk work. It's about employees deciding to no longer give their unpaid time, their extra energy, and their mental well-being to a system that has shown, time and time again, that it won't give back in equal measure. It's a conscious decision to set boundaries. It's saying, I will do the job I was hired to do, and I will do it well, within the hours I am paid for. My duties are what's in my job description, not an endless list of extra tasks and responsibilities that are piled on without extra compensation or recognition. This isn't laziness. It's a recalibration. It's a rational response to a broken system. People are tired of the hustle culture that glorifies burnout. They are exhausted from constantly being told to do more with less. The narrative that paints quiet quitters as disengaged or lazy is a convenient one for companies because it shifts the blame. It makes the employee the problem, not the toxic work environment, the unrealistic expectations, or the lack of fair compensation. It's easier to label an individual as a slacker than to look in the mirror and ask, why are our best people no longer willing to go the extra mile for us? What part of the promise did we break? Let's look at the psychology behind this. When you consistently put in 120% effort and only get 80% recognition or reward, you start to feel devalued. It's a concept known as equity theory in organizational psychology. We are constantly, often subconsciously, comparing our inputs like effort, time, and skills to our outputs like salary, benefits, and recognition. We also compare our ratio to that of our colleagues. When we perceive an imbalance, it creates tension and dissatisfaction. For years, people just swallowed that dissatisfaction. They were told it was normal to be stressed, to work late, to answer emails on vacation. But the pandemic changed everything. It was a massive, collective pause. People were forced to work from home, and they suddenly got a glimpse of what life could be like without the 2-hour commute, the endless meetings, and the constant FaceTime pressure. They had more time with their families, for their hobbies, for their mental health, and they realized what they had been sacrificing for a job that, in many cases, didn't value them back. So when companies started demanding everyone return to the old way of doing things, without any changes to the fundamental problems, people pushed back. They weren't asking for the world. They were asking for a fair deal. They were asking for the psychological contract to be rewritten. This new contract is simple. Respect our time, pay us fairly for the work we do, provide opportunities for genuine growth, and treat us like human beings, not just cogs in a machine. When you do that, you don't need to worry about quiet quitting. You'll get engaged, motivated employees who are happy to contribute because they feel seen, valued, and respected. So the next time you hear someone talking about quiet quitting as a problem of lazy workers, maybe you can offer a different perspective. It's not a crisis of motivation. It's a crisis of leadership. It's a quiet revolution against a one-sided deal. It's people simply deciding to reclaim their lives and their sanity. It's not about quitting a job. It's about quitting the idea that your job has to be your entire life. This isn't just a trend. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about work. It's a wake-up call for companies everywhere. The old ways are no longer working because the old promises were broken. The power dynamic is shifting, and employees are finally realizing their worth. They are drawing a line in the sand and saying, my well-being is not negotiable. And honestly, it's about time. What are your thoughts on this? Have you seen this happening at your workplace, or have you perhaps adjusted your own approach to work? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories and perspectives. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video insightful and want to challenge the way we think about work, life, and everything in between, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue creating content like this. We'll see you in the next one.
Hit subscribe and start your next level.